What's up, y'all? This is Johnny Jones. A couple of days ago, Redman was on Fresh Pair with Just Blaze and designer Cathy. The Brick City representative sat down to receive a pair of custom kicks and discuss different things about his career. Y'all know Redman always keeps it real.
Get him a blunt, Boris. Get him a blunt. You need a blunt?
Shit. Hey, cuz, get me a backwood out of the truck.
I know you're
rolling one up.
On the episode, he recalls when MTV approached him to do MTV Cribs. We know now that most of the houses were rented, as they were always so clean, barely any family pictures. The fridge was always packed and perfectly organized. As you know, Redman kept it 100 with a regular house in Staten Island, New York. Ironically, that ended up being a classic. People still talk about it, as with time, people got to know the real with the show. They even did a revisit segment later. For real. Doc adds a couple details about the whole situation.
Okay. Well, let's be very clear. A lot of people was renting houses
Right. Oh, yeah,
for the MTV Cribs, and I used to be like, yo, they house is too neat. Every house they showed on there was neat. The refrigerator was stacked full with food and water, all neat. I was like, yo, there's something going on that I'm not getting. Until they asked me, they was like, yo, we want to do your MTV Cribs. And I was like, oh, and the first thing they said was, all right, we got a couple of houses picked out for you. Wow. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, you know what? I got a house for y'all to come to. And yo, straight up, yo, like no BS, yo. They came to my crib and they walked in my door because I caught them off guard. They have no clue on how I was living. So they walked up in my shit and they started looking around like, yo, you live up in here? I was like, yeah, I live up in here. My cousin was sleeping on the floor, and after I showed them the crib, they went outside and had a meeting. Oh, wow. So and it was like a film crew of almost this size, and they dumbed it down to like 2 people. One camera guy and one sound guy, and that was it. Because that was all that can fit in my house. And they shot it, and at the end, they edited and whatever, and then we made magic.
Yeah.
Redman always been himself and for the people. One of the few that the industry didn't change, and he tells it like it is.
But I do know when I was going up there at Def Jam, when Jay was up there,
Yeah.
man, they had cheeses, wines, and shit. Like, it was like a wine fountain in there and shit. And every Friday, they was eating sushi, like $2,000-$3,000 worth of shit.
Yeah.
And I needed promotion.
I was like, man, give me the money for that.
Like motherfuckers wasn't hearing my record in D.C.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Right next door.
Right.
And they up there drinking wine up in there.
To reflect him and his career, Cathy made some dope-ass sneakers. The shoes are styled like the Docs The Name album cover. Brick City, baby. The tongue was hairy, symbolizing his afro on The Source, the November 1994 magazine cover issue. There's even a white tissue on it for the Kleenex he had in his nose. It sounds crazy, but it looks dope as hell.
Using a tissue in my nose because the tissue symbolized I had allergy.
Right.
Oh, okay.
When pollen season come in, I'm a mess. I'm horrible.
Right.
And anybody that got allergies can relate. I see the hands out there. When that pollen season come in, I am horrible. Tissue in my nose help the running to stop, and so I won't breathe out of one nostril.
Okay.
And sometimes it is stop in one nostril and then it goes to the other nostril. So I knew that being myself was going to resonate.
And it has the Superman Lover logo on the tongue too. Check this out. The Nike sign is removable, like a Velcro thing on it. Cathy gave him a few different ones. And you can light it up.
That day you feel like you finna just blow a bag of weed, you put these on.
We got mortal, so we
Hit me
got...
up one more time.
I
on
hit
that
you
one.
up again. Hold up. I hit you up again.
Yeah, that's fresh. Oh, it look lit too. That shit is
Yeah.
lit, yo.
Yeah.
That shit lit, literally.
Crazy. Unique piece of art. Authentic fit. Redman is a legend. Still to this day, you can't fuck with him and Method Man on stage. Low-key, Redman was also one of the first rappers to mention his government name in his songs often. Reggie Noble. Aside from performing, Redman is also currently invested into the cannabis industry.
If you never seen a Redman product like a Redman Grow, a Redman vape pen, it's for a reason. I was saving my brand for the bigger picture. Like, I could have made like millions on endorsing.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I could have made millions on endorsing. That's big facts. But for some reason, God was like, no, bro, listen. Don't go get that easy, quick money. Don't let them whore out your name on product. I was saving my name for the responsibility of medicating in the cannabis industry.
Yeah. He introduced a new National Cannabis Party at the recent Cannabis World Congress and Business Exposition in New York City with co-founder Artis Mills. They have big plans for it. Time will tell. Stay tuned. I'm out. This was Johnny Jones. See ya in a minute and...
Redman, keep on rocking in the free world and do-do-loot-do.
Do-do-do-loot-do.
Almost, Redman. Do-do-loot-do.
Do-do-do-loot-do.
Almost do-do-loot-do.
Do-do-do-loot-do.
Almost, Redman. Do-do-loot-do.
Do-do-do-loot-do.
Almost, you fill in. Do-do-loot-do.
Do-do-do-loot-do. This nigga crazy. He crazy as hell, yo.